Hey guys, I am Ibigandscary. I'm bringing you another StarCraft 2 replay, this time featuring rSgchivu. In our top left corner playing our blue Protoss, and in the top right we have CoolTech, our red Terran. And the reason he's cool is because he has a pronounceable name. rSgchivu. Seriously? I wonder, I don't know what Chivu stands for. It could be something incredibly unique and of another language, but both players are in Diamond. We are on Condemned Ridge, which is really a nice map. Very small ramp leading down to the natural, which is absolutely huge, and a very large ramp to boot down to the common ground, which is only broken up by some reeds that kind of protects your third, which is even more exposed. So Condemned Ridge, very exposed map, very in favoring of surrounds and big units. It's nice. I like the map. Throwing that pylon down for Chivu and sending that first probe out. Doesn't look like any cheese though. It's just an early scout. He's not saving up any money for any proxy racks or proxy gateways. No early gas out of CoolTech, but he is throwing down that first barracks. The supply depot thrown up by the command center is actually something that's getting more common. You save like 15 minerals by having your SCV build it there rather than part of the wall off, though the distance from here to the wall off is actually so small it's probably not even 15. But that first gas is grabbed by Chivu, and he's probably going to get a cybernetics core once that first gateway is done, unless it's going to be like some sort of 2 racks pressure or a 2 racks expand. Again, no forge fast expand from the pylon placement. CoolTech though succeeds in poking back at the probe. I don't think that SCV is going to be successful at preventing the probe from scouting until the first Marine pops out. That barracks is done. That first Marine is underway. This is not tight. I believe this is a gap right here for the probe. It's going to be interesting to see if he manages to sneak out afterwards. The first SCV from CoolTech is arriving at Chivu's main base. It's just going to see that the gas is underway and the cybernetics core has been started. Oh, it looks like that probe is not going to escape. That Marine catches it. Maybe this is tight. We're going to keep an eye on that Marine as he's leaving. It doesn't look tight. No. Yeah. Okay, so that Marine escapes. That probe could have escaped, but the hubris of Chivu prevented it from leaving. Just stick around long enough to see if there was going to be any gas, or if he can reasonably expect a fast expansion with that bunker coming down and that glowing command center right there. Tells us that, yeah, CoolTech is in this for a long haul. He's not going to try for some early cheese. No one base play. It's gonna be for the long haul for both players, actually, as Chivu's also grabbed his Nexus, which has been scouted by that SCV. No chrono boost is being spent on the warp tech, rather to get the stalker out. It looks like CoolTech is building a bunker down by the Nexus, but with no Marines in the area to defend the bunker, it's going to go down to the one zealot. You know, this has been kind of successful, though. It did cost him 75 minerals, 25 for the loss of the bunker, and then 50 for the loss of the SCV, but it did force the chrono boost on the stalker to get that out a little faster, and the production of another stalker, which is just one more unit that usually Protoss doesn't build, instead of the chrono boost being spent on the warp gate. So I don't know if that's 100% of a wash. It definitely wasn't supposed to win the game. It wasn't supposed to take down that Nexus because the Marines weren't there. But you know, it's not 100% of a loss, is what I'm saying here. So that stalker's making it to the front of the gate, runs into 6 Marines, have to pull back almost instantly. Take any structural damage, just a little bit. It's fine though. A factory getting thrown down almost immediately by CoolTech. Oh, 2 gas already been grabbed. The saturation down at the natural is non-existent at this point, so the economy-wise, things are pretty much neck and neck, with the double gas being mined by. I wonder why it's higher for Terran rather than it is for. Oh, it's 1, 3, and 3. I wonder. Is it actually higher? No, it's even now. I guess he didn't have probes on that second gas back at Chivu's home base for a while. Anyway, grabbing another gas down, so it looks like CoolTech is actually transitioning over towards a ground base mech army. Throwing a tech lab down. Could have been using his barracks to actually make the add-ons for the factory, but that is a very small difference, only a couple of seconds. And with the other factory, hopefully a reactor goes down on that, and we see some reactor Hellions who can really abuse the multiple probe lines that ChchiVu is going to have. Getting another gas for ChchiVu. It looks like he's going for a more robo play than a gateway play. A lot of gas. We keep an eye out for a robo bay. See if that's the next structure to be created. We can expect some colossi. Otherwise, it could be a warp prism. It could be just a bunch of immortals with some sentries and some zealots thrown in the mix. Sentries are already out on the field, already accumulating energy, already going to be a nice protective envelope against the ground-based play, and also these Thors. Great googly moogly! Another tech lab coming up on the factory. Where is the armory? I totally missed the armory. Where is it? Do you need an armory to build Thors now? I thought you did. Oh, there's the armory. There we go. Okay, good lord. I thought I was having a stroke. Two Thors coming out, and only Marines to defend against them. That observer is in the perfect area. Another factory, this time with Hellions, just to kind of add a buffer. Those Thors are going to be incredibly powerful. An immortal is coming out for ChchiVu, so he's going to have some defense against it. But with multiple factories turning out multiple Thors, gateway units aren't going to be enough to defend against this. It looks like ChchiVu is actually playing for the late game. He's got 1-1 on the way, whereas CoolTech is going to be able to move out very, very shortly with a couple of Thors, a lot of SCVs to repair them, and a large buffer of Marines and Hellions to defend against anything that could focus down the Thors, and they're going to be able to do just a ridiculous amount of damage. The observer is in a perfect location to scout the multiple Thors. He's going to know that this aggression is coming and also know whenever it's going to move out. So ChchiVu's by no means lost, but he's going to have a hard time, especially with such a large ramp holding back this aggression. It's really going to come down to when CoolTech is going to be moving out. Will it be when he gets 4 Thors and 4 Hellions, or maybe even later? Another immortal being built, several more gateways being added to the mix, and a Templar archive. 1-1 is a little more than halfway done. The chrono boost is being kept down on one nexus, at least for ChchiVu, so in a couple of minutes he won't be in the worst shape in the world, but the 200 strike cannon's coming out too. This is going to be terrible for ChchiVu. These Thors are going to be awesome. This is a 2-base like Thor all in, basically. The harvester count is definitely not in the not where it needs to be. It's not too far behind. It's pretty much neck and neck, and I think that if CoolTech decides to move out and take an expansion with it, he can actually stay in this even if his aggression falls flat. But man, 6 Thors in the 12-minute mark, that is intimidating. Absolutely intimidating. What ChchiVu getting more immortals. He's got 3 out, 4th on the way, getting charged. A lot of gas spent already on the sentries, and they're at 200 for the energy mark. It looks like CoolTech is just waiting for that upgrade to finish. No other upgrades on the way, and then once those last 2 Thors pop out, I expect him to move out. I hope he moves out. Oh, he's grabbing an expansion too, so he's not even going to be super aggressive with this. Immortals are a good choice. Immortals are going to be very handy against it, but he only has 4 Immortals to 6 Thors, and 1 Immortal is not even. I don't know about the High Templar. Archons maybe will help, but not much. ChchiVu is in trouble. He doesn't have the units out necessary to deal with the Thors, and he doesn't have the infrastructure in place to create enough Immortals to deal with the Thors. And I believe Thors are massive units, and they're going to be able to pop down those the force fields. And then look at this massive move out. Oh, this is going to hit like a ton of bricks. Plenty of SCVs to repair the Thors. The Hellions are in place to take care of any zealots that could charge forward. Storms are not going to be the most helpful thing in the world, even if it was finished. Level 2 vehicle plating coming out, and CoolTech is just slowly moving out on the field. This is really ballsy, and it's going to be very effective. I expect ChchiVu just not even to stand a chance here. This is going to be terrible. Hellions coming in, just kiting back a couple of the zealots. You saw how quickly they melt away. Plenty of Marines mixed in. Are the SCVs on auto repair? They are. A lot of the Hellions being patched up as they get hit down. Feedback on the Thors. fantastic idea. Totally missed that. What a great idea. Feedback on the Thors. They had 200 energy, so they could have done quite a lot of damage. Did do quite a lot of damage on a handful of them, but they weren't out long enough to get enough energy to make it worthwhile. And then all of a sudden, 130 over 73 supply. Yeah. I don't know what he could have done. I think pushing before the Thors could have gotten down. And feedbacking is not the most effective thing in the world, because even the ones that have been out for forever have 200 energy aren't going to do. That's not even going to half health them, and for a High Templar, it's just not worth it. 25 to 129. CoolTech, congratulations for being absolutely ballsy. Yeah, that's intimidating timing. Like a 12-minute mark, having 6 Thors. Wow. Chivu, good job on getting the High Templars out. That was clever. I would not have thought of that. I think you could have gotten, Dark Shrine would have helped more than High Templars. I think another Robo would have helped more, a lot more Immortals, and then maybe some early aggression instead of just sitting back. Once you see that tech build, you either have to go in and punish them for trying something so ballsy, or you have to go and take something equally ballsy like heavy airplay or multiple expansions. Yeah, that's cool. CoolTech. That's it for me, guys. If you have a comment for me, you could leave me a comment. If you have a game you want me to cast, you could PM me here or on Reddit. One way or another, I will see you guys later. I am Big and Scary. Bye.